What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. My next topic is Joe Budden's response to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show. I thought Joe and the crew, gave a lot of good points that I didn't think about. I want to give you my opinion of the Super Bowl show. Haven't had time to reflect on it. But first, let's check out what Joe and the crew had to say. Check it out.
Kendrick at halftime. Come on, let's get right into it.
Right off the rip, when he came out and did the snippet, I said, no, he's not doing that list that went around. That was the first thing I said, like, nah. And I remember I said, if Squabbled Up comes on next, that list might be accurate. And I'm going to be heated. It was accurate.
He did the list.
He did the fucking list. I couldn't believe it. But I personally, visually amazing. I just did not like the song choices. Wasn't a fan of it at all. Like,
I'm giving a complete ISO to let y'all.
Yeah. Let me get my shit off, please. I may be alone in this, or other people may agree. I don't really care. I was not. Kendrick got so many big records, and the Super Bowl is supposed to be for that. At least I thought. This is where you bring those songs out. GNX dropped 2 months ago. I just didn't think the Super Bowl was the time to make it the GNX show.
Peekaboo and the snippet were the ones for me. Everything else was cool.
I don't ever want to hear "Man in the Garden" at the Super Bowl.
That was only like a little snippet.
I don't want to hear it at the Super Bowl.
It was a bad song. I thought it was too much inside baseball. I thought it was a great set. I don't think it was a great Super Bowl set. That's what I would say. And so it felt like if you're there for the drama of him and Drake, cool. If you're there because you're a GNX fan, great. But if you're an average viewer and you watch that,
you're not gonna know them songs.
You locked out of it. And I just said why he didn't do all right because he did it on Dr. Drake's show, which is what I wanted to hear. But
and Mad City.
I can respect that. But damn it, loyalty. I mean, give me something.
Swimming pools.
Swimming pools, right. Something. Don't kill my vibe. Give me something.
Yeah.
And I think that it was, when I first saw the response from people on the internet, I was like, some of these people just racist. Some of these people just don't want hip hop at the Super Bowl.
Right.
But then some people were legitimately like, yo, I like hip hop. I like music. I just don't know these songs. I feel iced out of it. And you shouldn't. I don't think it'd be a pop act to do this, but I think he made it more narrow than it needed to be, given his catalog.
I had some folks in my house at the party that were not hip hop heads that liked it though. So I mean, I don't think it was everyone. Like, you don't have to be a fucking hip hop head to have been like, oh, that was a dope performance.
I thought it was beautiful. I guess I like the aesthetics. I like what he was doing. I like the symbolism. But again, I feel like I'm an insider to his world, and I just feel like people who aren't in that world, a lot of people felt locked out of it. That's the feedback I'm seeing from people. Like, everybody at my crib loved it. They was going crazy.
Right.
But I just see a lot of people who didn't feel that way.
Like he got the GNX tour coming up.
Yep.
If this is the way, of course it will be more records. But if that entire set was played on the GNX tour, I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
Just not Super Bowl.
Initially, I didn't like it, but then I realized that there was a message there. When I went back and watched it, and I started to understand it, and it grew on me. I didn't like it initially. It was boring. I'm like, what is he doing?
I also understand owning a majority of the songs.
Yeah.
Doing that, fuck it. I'm gonna run up the streams on my shit. It's gonna be my shit.
It's about the message, though.
But let me ask you, do you want to be convinced or have to be convinced to like it? You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to listen to an album 5 times and I'm in love with it now, but a Super Bowl performance should feel like, when I watch Michael Jackson, when I watch Beyonce, when I watch, any of these people say, yo, that shit was fire. If you gotta watch it 10 times or 5 times to feel into it, I guess it's different. I liked it.
You're programming yourself.
Yeah, but we programmed to expect extravagant performance.
For Super Bowl, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but nah, take that, America.
It's an interesting take from you. Say more.
The last part. I'm shocked he said the last part. Why?
He was boycotting. So to now view it through the lens of what a Super Bowl performance traditionally is. And why do we view it that way? Because of the stage. And why is that stage that stage? Because of the viewership. Yeah, but who is the viewership?
Is it the people at the stadium or is it the people watching?
You know who the viewership is when you talk about that stage. Yeah. So I'm with Flip. I'm with Flip.
Yeah.
Take this hip hop.
Yeah, take that.
Hey. Yeah, listen. Hey, y'all, internet, y'all.
Real quick, sorry, Joe.
Get your bag.
It's like what Kanye did when he went for the relief. Remember when Kanye did on MTV? George Bush don't like black people.
Yeah.
Even though that was crazy, but we didn't expect him to use the opportunity to say that. If you understand, he showed us what he thought about the current position that America is in. Like, it's a whole message that I read between that.
I love all of that. And the position that he's in to even see it like that.
Yes.
Right?
Like,
but could you not have done that with Kill My Vibe?
That's what I'm saying. You could have done that with different songs.
You could have, all right. Who are you to say that? And who are you to say that? Listen, I, much like y'all, hate the set list.
That's the only thing I hate.
Yeah, that's all I'm criticizing. For me, that has to take a back seat because the story was greater than the set list.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I can't now come and tell the storyteller how to tell that story. I thought there were some songs that could have went even if he performed them at the other Super Bowl. That's me in my living room. The guy telling the story wants to tell it this way. It was bold. I think black is bold. It was like the audacity. I like when people have audacity. I do. I liked all the Sam Jackson, the American flag, the divided. What you were seeing visually was A1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shorty who did because she did Rihanna shit looked phenomenal as well. Like, that's her bag. Clearly, visually, I'm sure nobody was disappointed. It was stunning. With the choreography and yada. And then Kendrick pulled out some dance moves.
Yeah, he did. I mean, just a little two-step. I wasn't bad.
Hey, get it. Hey. All right. Tough to do that walking on your jeans.
With the bell bottoms on.
Take that from somebody who spent at least 15 years walking on the bottom of his jeans. Oh, he was dusty. I was a dusty little nigga. That's tough to hit. Hey. Like, that set to me, I left the set with one question. And internet, y'all in your little gotcha. I was wrong. Y'all be so extra when I'm wrong. I was wrong. I did not believe.
Me neither.
That set list Like Mark said, the Super Bowl is for big stars and big hits. I too have been programmed. But for that nigga to get out there with that extra hip-hoppity hip-hop shit and not care what nobody thought about nothing, I still don't know if homie that was raising the fucking the flag, I don't know if that was part of it or if it wasn't part of it, which leads to my only question when I finished the Super Bowl. I said, man, is this nigga Israelite or not? Because that will totally change. I would have never said that last podcast if I know that Kendrick Lamar is an Israelite.
Well, you kind of said that on Damn.
Cool.
He's not, but he's
cool.
influenced.
Israelite, listen, I'm as pro-black as they come. I'm with the blackity black shit. And then you bump into some people like an Israelite and talk to them and see that there's a separation in your black and their black. Like, you be down with that shit. They be saying some shit. Yo, man, we need to do this and exchange the currency and an ecosystem. Yeah, I'm with all that shit. And yeah, man, we need to just march to fucking Memphis. And if we see a white person burning on the sidewalk, we don't do nothing. We just gonna keep marching right by him. We don't put no water on him. I was like, I'm not that kind. No, I'm not there in my blackness. I'm not there. But if I know that you there, it's like, oh, you'll go to the whitest of places and just do some black shit.
I think we putting too much into that.
No, that's what I'm like.
Because again, like I said when we discussed the track, the set list last time, if you watch the interview that he did with Ebro and the Deska, he said, yo, I'm in the now.
If you take a day, I'm taking it further.
No, I'm not talking about
that. Yo, I love that running joke. Yo, he told him. All right, my bad for you.
He was saying that I'm in the now with the music. Like, this is where I'm at now. I don't even, he's not thinking about none of this. Basically, I'm not thinking about none of my old music. So if it's saying that, then yeah, I'm going to perform all current shit. I'm only living in right now with my music. So he kind of...
That was some real hip-hop. I don't give a fuck what's supposed to be done up here. Yeah. I'm doing this my way. I'm telling a story, and then I'm leaving. Hey, listen, I love hip-hop, so I love that. Now.
That shit was some difficult rapping, too.
Yes.
Yo, the breath control to cover that amount of space.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was some...
He was kind of all over the place.
I just wish they would have kept his fucking mic up. That's really... After watching it a couple times, and now I see the imagery and the deeper meaning and all that shit, it's like, it's still... Like, remix it now. Put the better mix on Apple and YouTube.
That's what they usually do. They go back afterwards.
They fixed Alicia Keys' bad note. Like, fix...
Yeah, they did that shit stat.
That
shit quick.
Yeah, they fixed that fast.
Yeah, by the next day, that shit was
the worst note in the history of Super Bowl.
That outfit he had on, A1, the PG Lang leather.
Yeah, that was hard.
The fucking jeans, even I still don't get why he was walking on his jeans the whole time. Because I think those were Celine's.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, they were.
Those were Celine's, and they might have been tailored.
So
if you tailored to Celine's, why are you walking on it? That means you did that on purpose. I don't understand that.
Yeah, should have went extra tight. Never fails you.
But he looked great. Hey, if you want to talk rappers versus athletes with the jewelry, insert Kendrick. Anytime he put jewelry on, shout out to Eliente, that little A was A-ing.
Yeah. No, the whole shit.
That
The PG Lang written in the chain. The whole shit.
Yeah. Eliente don't play. I'm coming up there. As soon as I find somewhere to go where I need that. Like, my lifestyle, it don't call for it. But that shit.
Nah, his shit.
Boy.
It's ridiculous.
The hat he had on with the shit in the front with the star on the boy looked good.
He looked good.
He did.
The boy looked good up there.
No one look good?
SZA.
My lord.
All right, now you heard what they had to say. And, you know, me looking back on it now, I've had a couple of weeks to really think about it. And the thing is that, you know, Kendrick Lamar did put his personal agenda, you know, over the entertainment of the fans. He was there to make a point. He was not there to entertain. And the main point of the Super Bowl is to entertain the fans that are watching in the stadium and the fans that are watching at home. Nobody's ever taken their moment at the Super Bowl and actually made it about their own agenda, you know, and what they wanted to convey instead of what the moment was actually about. And it lacked a lot of the, for lack of a better word, spectacles that a lot of performances have. You know, the dancers, the choreography. He had a choreographed routine, but it was really, really, really embedded in the message. And the song choices that he made were definitely not for the crowd. You know, it was not for entertainment. It was to fit the narrative of, once again, the agenda and the story that he had. You know, they picked him and he really did not come to the show to entertain anybody. You know, a great Super Bowl show should be instantly enjoyable. You should get enjoyment out of it just sitting there. You shouldn't, after the show, look at the next person and say, did you like it? Because you don't know whether you liked it or not. You know, the Super Bowl halftime show is normally, it's an enjoyable moment. You know you're watching and enjoying something great, you know, as you're watching it. And with this performance, it really didn't hit the mark on instant, you know, connection. And, you know, the performance didn't fully embrace this high energy nature of the Super Bowl at all. You know, it's kind of like you were at the game and you are watching the game and you got pulled into something that, you know, you didn't have any control over. And I also think Kendrick missed an opportunity for collaboration, because there were plenty of other people that I'm pretty sure he could have brought out onto the Super Bowl stage and once again made it more enjoyable. But Kendrick wasn't there to make the Super Bowl performance enjoyable. He was there to send a message. And in some ways, I can see that as being kind of selfish, but that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.